If you're watching this video, you're probably thinking of buying a Hivemapper Dashcam and wondering if it's still worth it in June, July 2024. Or maybe you already have your own dashcam and you want to compare how your earnings are doing compared to everybody else. So in this video, I'm going to show you the average earnings per dashcam across Future Network's UK-based fleet. It's one of the largest, if not the largest, Hivemapper Dashcam fleets in the world, as far as I'm aware. So a really good data set to get you some information from. I know that a lot of people have been complaining recently about the decline in earnings that they're seeing for their dash cams and the mapping that they're doing. So in a future video, I'm going to show you the trend, the actual trend line of my fleet's earnings per dash cam, and I'll give you an updated average earnings as well. So if you want to see that, hit the subscribe button. You'll get notified when that video comes out. But yeah, let's dive straight into it. It's going to be a really short one. I'm going to get straight to the point in terms of our earnings. So you can see all the numbers on the screen here. I'll go through them one by one, but just very quickly, take note of this. So this is actually 4 payment cycles that I've taken averages for. So from the 23rd of May to the 13th of June payments, that's 4 payment cycles. I've then taken the average of those payment cycles to come up with these figures here. So on average for those 4 weeks, earnings per dashcam in terms of honey per week were 525 honey per dashcam. That's the camera total. Now, the current honey price is around $0.056, so that gives a weekly earnings, if you times these numbers together, of just under $30 per week per dashcam, so $29.42. If you extrapolate that up monthly, so the average dollar earnings per dashcam per month, that comes to just under $130. So I'll just, I'll leave it up to you guys to decide how these numbers look, whether it's attractive, whether it's not attractive. But when you're considering this, particularly if you're considering buying a dashcam, there's a few very important caveats that you need to take into account that I should make you aware of. So you're probably not going to earn as much as my drivers, because my fleet, the Future Networks fleet, is full of amazing full-time professional drivers. We've got taxi drivers, truck drivers, bus drivers, all different types, delivery drivers. So kind of work out how much you're driving compared to a professional driver who's doing anything from sort of, 4 to 8 hours of daytime driving per day, at least 4 or 5 times a week. And then you might be able to work out approximately how much you're going to earn. The other thing is our fleet is UK based only. Earnings vary massively per country, per region. Even in the UK, across the different regions, it's varying a lot. So you're probably going to see different figures to me as well. This is just an indication, and as ever, it's not financial advice in any way. And then also what I did is I've excluded from these figures the non-earners. So particularly relevant to anybody who's got a fleet or starting a fleet, thinking of starting a fleet. You will have times where, quite rightly, your drivers are going on vacation, or maybe some of them are having issues operating the dashcam, technical issues. And so they haven't earned for 1, 2, maybe even 3 weeks in a row. And so I've excluded anybody from those stats who didn't get at least, I think it was 100 honey across the 4-week period, because they were skewing the results. So yeah, the final caveat is, if you're here because you're thinking of buying a dash cam, if you don't know already, there's a really important decision you have to make. Do I buy an HDC, which is one of the old ones that looks like this? They're quite big, they're quite chunky. There is an S, which is the small version of this HDC. They're only available on the secondary market, places like eBay, at pretty inflated prices. Or do you wait and get the B, which is the new, slimmer, better model of the dashcam, which is probably going to earn more? That's a very important point you have to make. I'm not going to go into it in this video. I will also make another video on getting an HDC versus the B, what the pros and cons are, because the B is probably going to earn more honey as well. So again, if that's something you want to see, hit the subscribe button. We'll let you know when that video comes out. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you're getting on earnings-wise, how your earnings compare to this, particularly if you're not a professional driver. Interested to hear from just the average Joe who's, going around at the weekends, maybe commuting into work. And as ever, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.